and welcome to GamesMaster, where once again the girls have given me crabs. Can't we ever have anything else to eat? We're asking you to munch on our TV pie. This is what's in today's show.
Children's presenters Carryl, Varley and Sarah Vandenbergh untangle their undergrowth in armadillo racing. But we begin with an event called I'll Move That Gear Stick Manually, if you don't mind.
When I was a boy, my interest lay firmly in the acquisition of other people's conquers. Sadly, times changed, and a new generation has emerged who are obsessed with nothing else but their lap times on the latest console racing game. To reflect this troubling change in the social climate, I've challenged 3 of the country's champion game players to try their hands at Gran Turismo on the PlayStation. In order to secure their place in racing mythology, my contestants must negotiate the deep forest live of the game, a course filled to bursting with devilishly tight corners. Anyone expecting a pleasant ride in the country should leave now.
Okay, top-notch calibre of contestants for this one. We have got the top 3 as finished in the Blockbuster National Games Played Championships this year. Please welcome Ian Marshall, John Paul Roberts and Aaron Noel. Wonderful, Paul. All right, Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with you first of all. Ian, are you courting? And what's the lovely lady's name?
Shirley.
And how did you meet her?
In a nightclub.
Ah,
yeah.
Because obviously I'm a bit older than now, how does a young man dance in a nightclub then to attract a woman these days?
Do you want me to show you?
I wouldn't mind.
No, I'm not going to.
John Paul, your mind's on loftier subjects. Philosophy, you're into.
A bit, yeah.
What is the meaning of life?
To be happy, I suppose.
Oh, that's good. I always thought it was something to do with pants.
No, afraid not.
Finally, Aaron. As people know throughout the series, I do have a fascination with people who fancy their friends' mums. Any of your mums tickle your fancy?
I mate Jimmy's.
What's Jimmy's mum got that none of the other mums have?
A good personality.
That's more important to you than looks and everything like that. Of course it is, you're a 90s man. Whereas myself, I'm totally unreconstructive. So, while the nation is deafened by the sounds of many hands on Jimmy's mum's knocker, we're going to take a look at today's news.
Spice World is luring in punters nationwide, but those people who make their way to the Empire Leicester Square are getting the bonus of a free CD-ROM. Featuring puzzles and trivia questions, the CD-ROM punishes your progress with clips from the movie. With the PlayStation game still in development, the CD-ROM's the only solace on offer for spice-mad computer owners, mad being the right word.
Nice day for a ride to hell.
This spring sees a touch of comedy reaching the world of motion theatre rides in the form of Mad Racers, where surreal cartoon characters race their way through a series of life-endangering landscapes to a soothing death metal soundtrack. It's also won an award recently for being the best kind of this thing in the world or something. People who like to juggle while playing Quake, rejoice! Because US company Biocontroller come up with a hands-free controller system for the PC. The system's sensors can be safely strapped onto various parts of the body, allowing the players complete control of games using only their eyes, head and fingers. Mind you, you will look like a git.
Okay, we've got a great challenge today. We've got the top 3 as finished in the Blockbuster National Games Played Championships. They're going to compete on the Gran Turismo on the PlayStation. Whoever gets the fastest lap in the Deep Forest level will win. Rick Henderson.
Hello.
What kind of car are they driving?
Well, they're actually driving the Griffiths 500 Blackpool B340, unbelievably.
What kind of car is that?
It's a TVR. It's the fastest car actually in this game.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard of it. What kind of time will you be looking for them? What's a good time?
Well, we're actually looking for around under 1:30, 1 minute 30. If they get a 1:20, I think they've won.
Okay, then best of luck to all the guys. We're going to start off with John Paul because he finished 3rd in the Blockbuster Championships. Best of luck, John Paul. Off you go. Okay, on your screen in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see the rev counter, the speedometer will be underneath that. In kilometres per hour, the metric system, you can see John Paul's car is the white one. You don't have to worry about what position he's in or what other cars he passes. It's all to do with the time, which you can see in the top left-hand corner of your screen. We'll be coming to checkpoint soon, first of all. But Rick, the basic aim is stay in the middle of the road.
Well, yeah, basically now that he's got past the other cars, he's not going to have any hampering progress going on. But the other big problem he's got is so far he's been choosing the wrong gears, I think. He also had a little skiddy in
third.
moment.
We can see that in the bottom right-hand corner. Now down to second. The first checkpoint, sorry, 30 seconds. 30 seconds for John Paul at the first checkpoint.
That's not immensely great, and going up on the bank there was certainly the wrong move for him.
Okay, he's just a bit of a gentle left-hander here. He's into the third gear. Would you like to see him in a kind of higher gear, fourth or fifth?
He should be getting up to fourth or fifth, certainly on the straights. He seems to be going around the whole Valley track in third gear.
Okay, a little nudge into the rock there. Not something I would imagine you'd want to do unless you were showing off to a lady. Here we come to the second checkpoint.
No,
sorry, it's the, I was going to leave it premature, right? Never mind. Okay, we've still got through. We've got just over a minute. Now we're quite a tight left-hander. Here comes the second checkpoint now. 1 minute 8. There. That's not bad, Rick, is it? Or?
That's not bad, actually. He's doing better than he did in practice at this present moment, but he's had a few skiddy moments around corners.
He's off again, Rick.
That is absolutely dreadful. He went straight into the fence. That will slow him down by about 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay, but that's it. He's finished the lap. 1 minute 26.254 for John Paul Roberts. John Paul, please make way for Ian Marshall. Ian, best of luck. 126.254 to beat. Off you go. Okay, Ian's had a bit of a paint job here. It's now turned to a limp yellow, his car. We're getting the countdown. And off he goes. Now, that was a bit of a squeaky start there, wasn't it?
A very slow start. Unfortunately, he pressed the acceleration button slightly before the green light came on, which actually slowed him down.
Too much revs at the start, but okay, he's in the first left-hander. He's up on the bank a little bit. That's going to slow him down, Rick.
Yeah, it certainly will slow him down. He doesn't want to make many mistakes at the beginning of the track. Beginning of the track is a lot easier than further on in it.
Okay, so we've got a gentle chicane. He's coming up to the left hand up the side of it, into the right-hand side of it. It's a further twist on the left. He's doing that bad. He's staying on the road. We're going to be coming up to the first checkpoint quite soon. Here we go. 31 seconds. Joe Paul did it in 30. He's 1 second off the pace, right?
Yeah, he's 1 second off the pace. You can see why he's weaving and bobbing around the road. He should just be going straight.
Of course, the straightest line, but he's line of travel. As anyone who's been a cup scout will know. Okay, he's in the left-hander here now. Speed-wise, 150. It's not bad. He's going for the third gear all the time as well. He's going for the third gear all the time as well, Rick.
Yeah, he's going up fourth gear for this straight here, and John Paul didn't do that. He's now going through so he can stay in fourth gear. But he needs to keep on the line. Of course, when you go around the corner, you get the best line, the faster you'll go.
Oh, he went to that bit too fast. Here comes the second checkpoint, though. 1:06. He's now 2 seconds ahead of John Paul.
That is absolutely incredible. I think it's because John Paul had crashed into a wall back there, further back.
So Ian Marshall a couple of seconds in the lead. The final time we're looking for 1:26.254. He's skidded off there, though. He might have lost a second or two there, Rick.
Yeah, he hit into the fence here. He does finish the line.
1:23.956. Ian Marshall takes the lead. Ian, make way for Aaron. Aaron Knoll, the person who came first in the National Championships, theoretically the best games player in Britain, trying to beat a time of 1:23.956. Best of luck, Aaron. Off you go. Aaron is opted for red, a colour that signifies danger and passion. And off he goes at the start. Again, that's another scuffly start there.
A slow start, not quite as bad as Ian's though, because as you can see, he's gone past the cars very quickly indeed.
Okay then, he's getting his speed up quite well. He's in this first right left-hander. The brake lights are coming on. He's not using the handbrakes on. This is another option that's in the game, which can certainly get around the corners quicker. 20 seconds gone there. We're looking for a time of under 31 at the first checkpoint, should we?
There, if he uses the handbrake, of course, he might not have skidded straight into... Oh, that was dreadful.
No, that's going to slow him down as he comes to the first checkpoint. 32 seconds at the first checkpoint. He's a second off of Ian Marshall's record-setting pace.
That is really quite bad indeed. In fact, it's 2 seconds off of John Paul's pace, which is really bad indeed.
But Ian managed to make the time up.
And he's not even going for the racing line though. Ian managed to find the racing lines. Of course, if you go in shallow on a corner, you'll come out far, far faster.
Okay, he's bobbing all over the place. This is not looking good. There's lots of work to be done by Aaron Knoll. He's through the tunnel there. He's got a car in front of him. That is not going to help him much at all, Rick. I think we're going to just about come to the second checkpoint. Yes, there it is. Let's look at the time. 1:10. Oh, he's now 4 seconds behind Ian Marshall's time. He's going to have to set a blistering final third.
I don't know how he's going to do this now. It seems way, way beyond him. He's got even tougher turns to go round. He's gone back onto the grassy knoll. There was a bloke, with a gun there. And,
there was a proper smoke. And that's it. Here we go to the finish line. 1:27.797. That means Ian Marshall is the winner. OK, Aaron, let's start with you there. I mean, the second half of the race especially, it didn't quite go to plan. What went wrong?
Can't really say. It's not my day today, so...
Too busy thinking about Jimmy's mum, I think, possibly. John Paul, a good performance. You were actually the fastest over that first part of the course. Again, it was the second half that went wrong with you, wasn't it?
Just a couple of knocks, really, yeah.
Yeah, well, got to be philosophical about it. I like that one. And Ian, finally, well, I was there at the National Championships and I saw Aaron edging you out in the final. You got revenge today, though?
Yeah, my dad.
So you can dance a little celebratory jig?
Yeah, I will do.
As well. And that way I've neatly, what I've done, kids, if you're watching, I've neatly brought in what I spoke to them at the beginning at the end as well. Little tip for future television presenters there. And that means, though, at the end of that the Go to GamesMaster joystick goes to Ian Marshall. Right, is the PlayStation better than the N64? Is Virtua Fighter 3 better than Tekken 3? Is a plank of wood more conversationally adept than Danny Bear? Some of those questions might be answered in today's reviews.
While the rest of us are gently caressing Lara Croft to greater heights, there's always going to be somebody who prefers wandering around manor houses in a frilly shirt. If you're one of these people, Nightmare Creatures is up your alley.
Now, the word goth normally has people running for the hills screaming, but this is actually rather good. A deeply engrossing and really rather scary little adventure game.
A Victorian Gothic horror, what more could you ask for on PlayStation? It's incredibly playable and it's basically a cross between Tomb Raider and Resident Evil. Now, the obvious comparison straight away with Nightmare Creatures is going to be Tomb Raider. Now, there are some big differences between the two. Tomb Raider is more platforming, this is more adventure-based. Tomb Raider is more puzzle-based, Nightmare Creatures is more combat-based.
The combat system itself is quite simplistic, but it's very easy to play, and I actually find it quite satisfying.
The game moves pretty fast. I mean, there's a serious pace to it. Lots of box smashing, creature annihilating, mayhem all round.
Nightmare Creatures does itself a lot of favours by having a huge playing area coupled with a very good learning curve. You'll get into it easily and want to play again and again.
Bloody Roar.
Hooray! It's got a swear word in the title. It features animals chewing each other's legs off. It is Bloody Roar on the PlayStation.
It seems to be very popular with beat-em-ups at the moment to have a power bar. And in most games, you reach a certain level on the power bar and you're suddenly able to pull off wicked combos or special moves or whatever. In this instance, the power bar builds up and what you're able to do is turn into another creature.
It makes you wonder where the beat-em-up can go next. This is a very outlandish addition to the genre, but still, I'd prefer to see this than yet another Street Fighter clone.
It could have probably done with more moves here and there thrown in and a bit of a tighter control mechanism, but nevertheless, this is still a Class A prime example of a decent beat-em-up.
Now, I'll tell you what, we look after the celebrities on this show. We cater for their every eccentricity with our lavish entertainment budget, sometimes allowing them 2 sugars in their cup of tea. We also allow them to savage their own credibility in our Celebrity Challenge.
Today's Celebrity Challenge is on one of the most obscure arcade games I've ever encountered, Armadillo Racing. Taking the part of a small South American mammal, contestants must race to the finishing line whilst avoiding the many obstacles that pepper their path. Armadillos are controlled by furiously rolling the trackball, and getting up a good speed will allow the little critters to curl themselves into a ball and bounce opposition out of the way. My 2 contestants will play as the red and blue armadillos in the best of 3-lap contest. It's a weird one, but I think it should be fun.
Now, in olden days, if you were a children's television presenter, you didn't have to be particularly attractive, as John Noakes successfully demonstrated. Nowadays, though, it's a different kettle of particularly attractive fish, as tonight's celebrity guests will prove. Please welcome, from ITV Scratchy & Co, Carryl Varley, and from the BBC's Speedy Booked, Sarah Vandenbergh. Welcome to the show, Carryl. Welcome back, Sarah.
Yes.
Now, for research purposes on this show, we often get celebrities' agents to send us details about them. They're often hysterical, such as these two. Now, Carryl, you have a deep, dark, secret double life. Because you are, and it says here, known all over Europe as dance music sensation Ginny.
Ugh, I hate that. Can't you just scrub that out there? But it's true, yeah. I used to be a singer called Ginny. I had a hit called Keep Warm. But it was years and years ago.
What was the kind of chorus of that then?
You must know. Keep warm, keep warm. It was a big hit.
Keep you warm. The starter song. I remember that one. That was good. And also, the final one on this is great. Carol's thoroughly contemporary looks.
Yes.
What's contemporary looks?
This.
As opposed, what's an old-fashioned look then? Is that an old-fashioned look then? Sarah, yours is even worse. Obviously, we still remember you from your days as Lauren Carpenter in Neighbours. Now, you appeared on lots of different Australian television shows as a result, including Hey Hey, It's Saturday.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that show?
It rivals Noel's House Party.
Oh, it's like that kind of
Yeah.
thing? Ah, okay. So it's a quality show.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, we ruminate more about television legends and prepare to play possibly the most fantastic game in the history of GamesMaster. You guys can take a quick commercial break. Welcome back. We've got a clash of the children's favourite Titans series, the ITV, taking on the BBC. Carryl Varley against Sarah Vandenbergh. The most bizarre video game you will ever see in the history of GamesMaster. We're talking about bizarre things. Let me introduce Mother's favourite, Derek Lynch, in the co-commentary box. Derek, fantastic as always to see you. Do you have any tips for these two ladies?
Yes, with this game, I want to try and keep a nice rhythm. Two-handed technique.
Yes?
Keep a nice rhythm. Keep
You
a
are
steady
talking
pace.
about the game here, Derek.
Of course, of course. And then you'll see the armadillo turn into a ball and really start moving.
Okay, and do you, which of the two girls would you think would be the favourite?
Oh, put me on the spot here. Sarah.
You fancy Sarah? Derek, fancy Sarah. No, no. Okay, right, best of luck, girls. We're going to have 3 races. It's technically a best of 3 situation. Best of luck. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Okay, Carryl Varley's in the red, Sarah Vandenbergh's in the blue. We're going to start off on Carryl's screen here, then flick from one to the other. There's the countdown. And the off one is Carryl screaming into the lead. Sarah coming up in the rear. And she flips her over, Derek. They're both rolling like you said they were.
That's right. They have to watch these mud patches. The mud patches slow you down.
Okay, then let's do a flick on the screen. Now she's a bit behind. She's just falling in the water.
She's falling into the lake.
Up that little mountain there. And that means that Carryl is very far ahead at this point. You can see her in the distance on Sarah's screen. She's turned the corner now. Let's go back to Carryl now. You can see her sticking up there. She's got the pig.
All right, she's been to the pig sty. There's a shortcut by the... Oh!
No! She's been... Finish the sentence. No, she's got the water now. We're still on Carryl. She can fall behind you. Let's go back into Sarah Vandenbergh. She's taking the lead, Derek.
Okay, and she's through the cave now. So watch up the rock. Oh, look, she's looking bridge. The rock bridge.
Seriously, but she's fallen off the bridge and goes back to Carryl. She's not there because she's fallen off too. But she's taken now. Sarah's the leader to come in the home straight. Let's go back to Sarah Vandenbergh. She's going to take this, Derek.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah Vandenbergh takes round 1. Okay, off we go for round 2 then. Carryl in the red, Sarah in the blue. We'll start off again with Carryl. You can see the little legs going like the clappers there. And they're off once again as Carryl taking an early lead, Derek.
No, Sarah's taking it to the blue. Oh, she's caught in the mud. Oh, she's getting around the mud puddles quite well. Straight onto the little canal bridge.
Oh, she's fallen into the water there.
Come on.
That means that Carryl Varley could now take the lead. Let's go back to Carryl soon. We can see she's well ahead.
That's right, and Carryl's dodging the little rocks in the road. And there's the ramp. Can Sarah catch up with us? Oh, high jump.
Let's go over Sarah. That's a cool jump there. She's coming up. She's got Carryl's bottom and now they're into the pig.
That's right, they're going to dodge the pigs. Through the pigs. And onto the bank now.
Sarah's falling off the bank. That means that Carryl's got time to score. Carryl, she's staying on the bank.
Sarah's swimming. Come on, Sarah. Swimming.
Sarah's going to leave again, Derek.
That's right, and Sarah's dodging the stones. Going around his bank. Watch out for the bridge. Don't fall off the bridge. Oh!
approaches to the last point. Let's go to the center of the screen. You can see Carryl just in front of us. Is Carryl finally going to take this and level it up? No! Vandenbergh just missed the net. He wins the challenge. Carryl, you with your contemporary looks and your husky voice and your very professional manner, it wasn't quite enough for you today, was it?
No, she nipped me at the post. I can't believe it. She just whizzed past me. She rolled past me. I couldn't get a roll going.
You kind of did a big jump, didn't you, Sarah, at the end there, and just landed right on her behind.
Yeah, not fair. Not fair.
It is fair though, because the last time I came on, I lost.
That's right, when you were GamesMaster a couple of years ago.
3 hard years now. 3 hard years working
I've got to wait 3 years to come back on the
Before you come back on again. Anyway, thank you both very much for coming on. This particular leg has been won by the BBC because the GamesMaster Golden Joystick goes to Sarah Vandenbergh. As we await the introduction of a new Olympic event entitled the Armadillo Racing with Contemporary Looks, let's sneak into this week's feature. While the rest of us have been enjoying Crimbo, we Japanese blokes have been locked in their bedrooms creating the latest arcade games. Winter Heat is the first of these. It's actually the sequel to Athlete Kings, which you may have seen on the show last series. The game features 8 events, including downhill skiing, cross-country, speed skating, bobsleigh and ski jump. And you can expect another perfect Saturn conversion very soon. For those that find public displays of lycra distasteful, salvation comes in the form of Downhill Bikers, the sequel, of course, to Uphill Gardeners. Somebody's obviously decided that motorbikes are for wusses and produced a new racing game that, like Prop Cycle before it, relies on pedal power alone to get you to the next checkpoint. Current test machines feature a twin-screen link-up mode so you and a friend can compete head-to-head, admire the scenery and leave nasty tyre tracks over nature reserves, national parks and sites of historic interest while getting piles. The local arcade, however, would be a hollow place indeed if it wasn't for the occasional game that featured nothing else but blokes kicking each other in the nadgers. Hooray then for Ergites, a new beat-em-up that's the result of a collaboration between Namco and the creators of Final Fantasy VII, Squaresoft. The game cunningly features all the best bits nicked from the most successful beat-em-ups, which means players can use weapons, interact with the environment and turn into animals. Given most people's naturally violent tendencies, we're expecting Ergites to do the business in arcades this spring until the nights get lighter and you can go and meet women. Seven GamesMasters done and dusted, only 3 more till we bite the big one. 3 weeks until TV Land becomes less funny than Shane Ritchie telling one of Joe Brand's jokes to a funeral party. Good night.
Surprise!